Good afternoon. Welcome. It is Cellar Chats here at Second Glass. I'm Chris. I'm in the cellar. We're chatting wine. Going to be one of the National French Day. The oh my goodness. I don't know if I can say that word. Commemorates? Yeah. Wow. That's not right. Anyways, it is the celebration of the anniversary of the storming of the Bastille. Very important date and time in history for France, so why not drink French? You know, last week we spent the whole week talking all American. This week we're going all French. So we're going to kick it off with the ever favorite Anjou Blanc. I don't know about you, I can't get enough Anjou Blanc. It's delicious. Chenin Blanc that we always enjoy. The incredibly delicious, very rare, not rare, but not common and highly sought after Domaine Bailly-Reverdy Sancerre Rosé, and then wrapping it up, Saint-Duc's Famille Gras, their Côtes-du-Rhône les Vignes. Let's get into it. So kicking it off again, like I said, Domaine du Petit Clocher. This is their Anjou Blanc, 100% Chenin Blanc from Anjou. Anjou's in the middle of Loire. That's the center of Loire. It's exactly what it sounds like, middle of Loire. It is the middle of Loire. We featured this before, but you know what? One good turn deserves another, and this wine is totally worth it. Tons of fruit, really beautiful kind of, up front to me, it's kind of like citrusy, but leaning towards like stone fruit, a little bit of apricot kind of notes going on. Maybe a little like tropical lychee. You know, I'm getting a little bit of that. Palate is crisp. It's got that telltale kind of like honeyed characteristic that makes Chenin Blanc so unique and so fun. You know, and when I say honeyed, it's sort of like the smell of honey or like the aftertaste of honey, but not the sweetness of honey. Again, it's one of those things that like it doesn't make sense when you say it out loud, but when you taste it, you know it. It's hard to not know it. Such a great wine. Celeste has this on by the glass, and has had it on for a while. I think ever since she came across it. It's not been on the list forever, but it's been on there for a fair amount of time now. And there's a good reason why. It is delicious. Wow, so good. Again, Domaine du Clocher, their Anjou Blanc. That is 100% Chenin Blanc from the Loire Valley. Moving in to, very, very excited about this. Domaine Bailly-Reverdy. Not like I wouldn't say an up-and-comer, but definitely not like a really like historic house. Like the family's been in the Sancerre region for a long time, but you know, the roots aren't like super, super deep like some producers. These guys make really incredible, just really classically styled Sancerre, and then they also make a tiny bit of Sancerre Rosé, which, if you didn't know, in Sancerre, the red grape variety would be Pinot Noir, so they also make Pinot Noir, just straight red Pinot Noir, in Sancerre for Sancerre Rouge, and then they make Sancerre Rosé, which is probably the least common out of all of them, interestingly enough. Most people talk about the whites, but I think Rosé deserves its own spotlight. This comes from their, what they call their La Merci Du. So it's a little parcel, specific parcel of theirs where they have mostly Sauvignon Blanc, but then they have a little bit of Pinot Noir. On the nose, it is kind of like slightly juicy watermelon juice. Like I feel like I'm going back to like, you know, kind of like the plate after you've sliced a bunch of watermelon, and it's 4th of July, and you've got a plate of watermelon, you sliced a bunch up, and you're eating it, and it's like the juice that's left over from that super ripe, delicious watermelon you've been eating all afternoon. And if you were to like put that in a chilled glass, that's kind of what this smells like, in the best way possible. Oh, and if the nose wasn't pretty enough, the palate is incredible. Again, more of that kind of juicy watermelon juice kind of characteristic going on. A little bit of citrus, really great texture, a little like saltiness almost. Ooh. But man, this is so good. So good. Again, that is Domaine Bailly-Reverdy, their Les Merci Du Sancerre Rosé. If nothing else, please come out and have that, because there isn't much of it to be had. And that wine is incredible. And it really is fitting. Like, today is I mean, I know there was a little bit of rain this afternoon, but right now, a little breeze outside, beautiful blue skies. It's warm, but it's not uncomfortable. Sit outside, have this flight, get a glass of this rosé, and you will be in a happy place. And if you're not, then I don't know what to tell you. I can't help you. I can only do so much, you know? All right, moving in, last but not least, the oh-so classic, oh-so delicious, and, you know, there's a reason why it's one of those places and styles of wine that just can be found everywhere. Any restaurant, any retailer is probably going to have at least one Côtes-du-Rhône, and that's because they are delightful and affordable. Again, this is Famille Gras, so this is kind of like, I wouldn't call it a second-tier label, but it's kind of a sub-label of Sancerre. So Domaine Sancerre, really infamous house based in Gigondas in the southern Rhône, just you know, a village away from Châteauneuf-du-Pape. And they have this label called Famille Gras, the family's name, Family Gras is their last name, where they purchase a little bit of fruit, but they use mostly estate fruit, and they wanted to change the name, the labeling. It used to be labeled under Sancerre, but they changed it because they wanted to make sure that they separated the wines that were all estate from the wines that were also from purchased fruit. Nonetheless, it is mostly Grenache, a little bit of Syrah, a little bit of Mourvedre, and that is what these guys are so known for. On the nose, telltale, kind of like, you know, you got that shrub brush or herb de Provence characteristic that is so classic. Garrigue is the other term that people use, so kind of a combination of rosemary and thyme and lavender. It just like fresh sage brush. So pretty. Brambly, kind of like blackberry, raspberry. Almost like if you took like fresh blackberries and raspberries and like poured some herb de Provence on it and like shook it up and put it in a jar and then tried to smell it. That's what this smells like. I don't know about you, that sounds great to me. Oh, palate is juicy but not heavy. Again, more of those like blackberry, raspberry characteristics. Some of that Garrigue, you know, subtle like lavender, more lavender, rosemary. Not so much of the like thyme or sage. I feel like those are fairly intense flavors, but lavender and rosemary like in very subtle ways. Such a great wine. What a really fun lineup. I love this lineup. It's a super fun one. So please come out, have some food, have some flights, bring your friends. Celebrate Bastille Day today, tomorrow, Friday, whatever day. Drink French, enjoy yourselves, be kind, see y'all next week.